Two words, Grassgate. It all started 2 months ago with a Mick LeBear YouTube video.
At last, the treasure is in his hands. A quest completed, destiny fulfilled, a dream finally realized.
Make YouTube videos, they said. Bloody neighbours are laughing at me. Yes, and I know the grass needs cutting. It'll get one more before winter, you don't need to comment.
But James did comment, and comment, and comment again. This led Mick LeBear to take serious action. But James just would not stop.
I swear this reminds me of something. I know now. Mick, have you cut that grass? Mick, have you cut that grass?
Mick began to realize that he was going to have to confront his tormentor. But not being comfortable with confrontation, Mick sought inspiration from the most unimaginable source.
I'm not having it.
Yeah, but I've stopped doing it now, haven't I?
I am not having any more of it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be standing there saying
I
that.
know there'll be hell to pay, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, there would be help.
I'm going to just do this bit quietly now.
I'm not having it.
Finally, Mick was ready.
Right, James, I'm telling you now, I'm not having it. I'm not. I know my garden has grown long and luscious over the winter period, but I've a sick mother in there, and if you think I'm taking that lawnmower out into the cold and wet, getting all bunged up, you can forget it. And I'm not standing there with a pair of shears either, so I don't want to hear any more comments about my back garden, or there'll be hell to pay, James, because when I lose my temper, I'll lose it. Ask anyone around here.
Mick LeBear Games.
Right, now that's out the way. Hello everybody, I'm Mick LeBear and welcome back to the channel. It's 2026, I hope you've all had a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. In today's, there's a lawnmower going. Yeah, but a bloody lawnmower. Somebody's cutting the grass, James, but it's not me. Just gotta wait now for the lawnmower to be done. Just gotta wait, you know. I've only been off YouTube 4 or 5 weeks. First time I get the camera out, cutting the grass. Yeah, I'll wait for you, pal, don't worry, I'll wait. And I think he's done. Right, maybe we can start this video in the right manner. Or maybe not. We'll just continue the unprofessionalism of 2025 into the new year. Start as we need to go on. This is Mick LeBear Games. In today's video, we are going to be going over all things Christmas. So I'll show you some of the things I picked up video game related from the day itself. And also what happened when I took part in the Secret Santa organised over on the Ghetto Gang Discord. I'll show you how that panned out. From there, we'll look back at the very first video I put out on this channel, where I set myself some goals, and let's see if I managed to achieve those before the end of 2025. I can tell you now, I fucking didn't, but we'll get to that. And then from there, we'll set some goals for 2026. That includes video game playing, collecting, some personal goals for myself, and some goals for the YouTube channel. Before I show you the Christmas stuff now, I just want to address why I'm in the kitchen. You might be thinking, Mick, you've got the cave upstairs, why are you filming in your kitchen? Well, the cave is actually undergoing a bit of a facelift right now. Nothing major, no major works or anything like that, but a lot of stuff has moved around and it would look a lot different to perhaps the last time you saw it, or you may never have seen it anyway, so that's a good thing. So I'm keeping that under wraps a little bit. A lot of jobs that I needed to do, which I've all done at once. There's also some items in there that I don't want you to see just yet because they're videos in their own right of the things I've added to the room. So yeah, for now, we're having to find like alternate filming locations to get some of these videos out in time for when I want them to go out. But for now, the cave is out of action. Hopefully normal. Yeah, normal, mate. Yeah, that's normal service. I was going to say, hopefully normal service will be resumed, and it is, because I'm spitting and I can't get my bloody words out. Right, roll the Christmas stuff, just play the footage.
Well, before I get into today's video, I just want to take this time to say a big thank you to everybody who has taken any sort of time out of their day to watch my content. The channel's been going now for 3 months and I can't believe we're at Christmas already. It's flown by and I'm really looking forward to see what 2026 brings for Mick the Bear Games. It's been a good year so far. I want to try and get the videos out a bit more productively. I want to do some bigger and better things and hopefully you'll come along with the journey. But as I've mentioned many a time in these videos, I am part of the Ghetto Gang Discord, which was put together by the Retro Ghetto. Callum has put together a great community where people can go and share their enthusiasm for, first and foremost, his content and also the video game collecting hobby. It's a great place to be. And this year, organised by the brilliant Dex, who, if there's anything good going on at the Discord, he's got his fingerprints all over it. Such a lovely guy, and he's excelled himself with this one. We have done a Secret Santa. £30 limit. Names were sort of picked at random by Dex, and yeah, you had a little list of sort of interests, and you had to go from there. Now, this wasn't fucking easy, excuse my language. So the person that I got for Secret Santa, that I was buying for, was a big collector. Difficult. And in a strange twist of fate, I found out that that same person is buying for me. So it's like a straight back and forth, if you will. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what I've got for them. I might have mentioned the person that I got drawn against to buy for on the Secret Santa is actually the same person who's had to buy for me. It's just a twist of fate. Bit of inside information there from the organisers. But yeah, it's a straight back and forth. And he's not been an easy person to buy for because he is a mega collector. He's got a gamed room of monolithic proportions, items and rarities that are biblical in nature. You know, Shigeru Miyamoto sneezed into a handkerchief in 1992. He's got it boxed and signed probably on the side. You know, it's that kind of stuff, real grail items. So to buy something for somebody like that at a £30 budget was quite difficult. But with the help of Dex over at the Ghetto Gang Discord, I found one particular item that we thought might be pretty good, and it is this. I'm going to open it up now. It's only just arrived to me today, so that's why I'm late shipping it out. And it's bubble wrapped, so I'm not going to take it out, but it is a vintage Super Mario Kart from 1993, Japanese. It's in very good condition actually, considering that this is 32 years old, and it's actually really neat, and I kind of want to keep it for myself. But I know the person I'm buying for has got a Super Mario Kart shelf dedicated to the games. Didn't see something quite as old as this there, so I'm hoping it will go down quite well. I know they do a few others as well. I've seen a Toad one, a Yoshi one. I'm not quite sure how many are in the range, but still got the tag on the back. Like I say, it's in decent condition. The budget was 30. I got this for 28, so a couple of quid to play with. So that's going in. I thought, why not get some sweets and chocolates? You've got to bloody treat yourself when it comes to Christmas. And I thought, you know, that's not enough. I'll put something else in there just to sweeten the pot. And I bought this thing at the Birmingham Game Market earlier this year. It is the handheld games console that plays your Super Nintendo, N64, PlayStation. I just can't get along with this. It's not really my cup of tea. I've actually tried to sell this before, but there's not really been much interest. I've put it like locally for sale on Facebook, no interest really, and people are trying to drive down the price to silly proportions. But you know what? I'm happy to let this go. I don't know if the person I'm buying for, hello Penelope, has got this already. They might well do. They might have no interest in it, but that's okay. They can move it on, and like I say, there's a little bit of value in there as well, and better somebody else get the benefit of it than it just be sat on the shelf. So that's going in as well. I need to get this boxed up and shipped tonight. I've got to do 24-hour delivery just to make sure it gets there. What's been bought for me has arrived, so on Christmas Eve, under the tree, under the lights, I'll be opening it. So with that package safely posted, hopefully nestling under the right person's Christmas tree, it's time for me to open mine. Like I said, that was 10 days ago. It's Christmas Eve now. I'm all set. My little girl's in bed, super excited. The cookies and carrots are out for Santa and Rudolph. It's a busy day of opening presents tomorrow, but I'm going to open this little sneaky one tonight. Of course, here we go. I've cut the box open. I haven't looked inside yet. It feels quite light. Who knows what it could be? Let's have a look. I'm excited. What is it going to be? Right, okay. Oh, it's wrapped. It looks like there's a number of items in here, and they're actually, beautifully wrapped as well as presents. I can't believe that. And there's a few in here. Wow, more than I thought there was going to be. And a little Christmas card too. Oh gosh, whoever's done this has... Well, okay, there's 3 items and a Christmas card, which we're going to read. Let's have a look. I must admit, I didn't include a Christmas card with mine. Foolishly, I was in such a rush to sort of get it out and into the post because I ordered mine from eBay, the main item, and it took a while to get here. I was actually panicking that it might not arrive in time for me to then send it on. It did in the end, but yeah, we'll open the card. Oh, little wishing you a Merry Christmas game card there. That is lovely. So I'll read this out. To Mick LeBear, I'm Graham85. Now that's the same person I've sent my gifts to. Your Secret Santa from the Discord. Your first gift is a cheeky subscribe to your channel. Graham, thank you very much. Already enjoying your videos. Honestly, that means the world. I can't thank you enough. Hope you enjoy these light-hearted gifts and have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Graham, thank you very much. And likewise, my friend, I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I shall start opening these gifts. We'll start with this little small one. Beautifully wrapped, I must say. I'm always a bit of a bugger me for the sellotape. My little girl's going to have a nightmare tomorrow. She's going to need a chainsaw to get into some of her presents. But first and foremost, oh wow. Wow. This, I've actually been after one of these for a little while. Looked at these numerous times. It's the 3D N64 logo. I've been looking at these a few times. I'll get this out the bubble wrap after and we'll have a good look at it. But yes, wow, I'm made up with that already. That will go perfectly onto the wall of 64 somewhere. Very, very, very happy with that already. What a great start. And I did mention actually that N64 was my big passion, going for the full set. So yeah, obviously he's took note, and that's a very good gift. Happy with that. Let's crack on. Let's not waste any time. We'll go for the bigger one. Again, really well packaged. It's kind of put me to shame a little bit. I feel a bit inadequate now. But yep, all nicely bubble wrapped. I'll recycle this. In another box here. Let's get this open. And in here we have... Oh, wow. There is, I can't quite see what they are, but there is some N64 plastic here. And we have got Mario Kart 64. Beautiful. In great condition. I mean, I think, are these are soaps.
Yep, that's me. Thinking a couple of bars of soap are N64 cartridges in good condition. Yeah, nice one, mate. Good condition then. Stick them in console. Yeah. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Honestly, if you want to make some money, yeah, send me some pictures. Send me link to the past CIB. Yeah. It could be a cereal box. I'll buy it. I'll say it's in good condition. Absolute buffoon.
These are soaps, I believe. Are they? Yes, they are soaps. That is unbelievable. I am made up. I've never seen anything like it. I'll enjoy using them, let me tell you. And there is also a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time one. I tell you what, I will feel so guilty using these, but eventually over time they're going to go, what a great gift they are. Like I say, I love the N64. Oh, I'm so happy to receive them. They're awesome. what a great little Christmas this has been so far. And we've still got one more to open. And the last gift is... okay, DK64N64. Oh wow, look at this. That is awesome. And it even says awesome on it. A little Nintendo Awesome keyring. This box, DK64N64 from the magazine. Wow, what a real nice piece of nostalgia that is. Absolutely beautiful. Made up with that. What a lovely little haul. That is some real old authentic pieces. Beautiful soaps. Absolutely love that. N68. Graham, you've outdone yourself. These are awesome gifts. Thank you so much, sir. And the N64 logo as well. Oh, what an absolute treat. I'm all ready for the big day now. What a start.
Yeah, great thanks to Dex over on the Ghetto Gang Discord for organising the Secret Santa. It was a great and also stressful experience, I can tell you that, trying to find something for somebody that seems to have everything. It was a difficult task, but he seemed happy in the end, and who knows, Graham, if you're watching this, now you know who sent you those things, and I'm very grateful for the things you sent me. Yeah, Dex, let's look who was buying for me as well. But yeah, fantastic, a nice little touch leading into Christmas Day itself. In terms of what I got for Christmas, video game related, not a great deal really. I got this hoodie for the channel, nice Micklebear Games hoodie. I think it's nice. I mean, they're not for sale or anything like that because we're a tiny fucking channel and nobody would want to wear one anyway, but I'm happy to have it. I also picked up, with some money I had, Tekken 1, 2 and 3 from CEX. I'm on a bit of a Tekken kick at the minute, I'm enjoying it. Now, Tekken 1 arrived in a cardboard box. I didn't know that was a thing, so I was questioning, like, is this real? Is this right? Is it supposed to be like this? Apparently, yeah, it is quite a common thing. I would have preferred a dual case version, but you know what, it's cardboard, it's a bit different. Wasn't in the best condition, but I'll keep it, it's a bit different, and the game works, I was happy with that. Tekken 2 has yet to arrive. I actually already have a copy of Tekken 2, but the case is like cracked to hell, and I think it's, is it supposed to be 2 disc? Again, educate me, I don't know. But the version I've got's only got 1 disc, the game disc, I'm not sure, and maybe it's just packaged wrong what I had. I got it off the car boot sale, so it could be, you know, it might be wrong, I'm not sure. That's why I ordered another one, wanted to make sure. Not arrived yet. And then Tekken 3, oh bloody hell, Tekken 3. So it arrives, I open it, Tekken 3, Collector's Edition. I'm thinking, okay, it's a bit weird this. Just ask for the normal game, like Collector's Edition, look, shit this. Just in a black CD case, nothing on the spine, yeah, nothing on the back. I open it, just the disc. What sort of Collector's Edition is this? Yeah, I didn't know, I thought, oh, the game's still there, Tekken 3. So it's still got, I didn't know how to feel about it. Turns out it's only a demo disc. Lawnmower's going again. Yeah, get the lawnmower going again. We were going to speak over it. Sod it. I'm in the middle of my Tekken 3 story here. Now, it was just a demo disc. I didn't know. I mean, I saw it eventually and people let me know. But that just goes to show, you know, that's twice in this video I've made, you know, a bit of a tit of myself with these errors. But come with me on the journey of video game collecting. Like I say, I'm not an oracle of knowledge. There's things I know, there's things I don't know. And that's all part of the journey for me. And you know what, little things like that. I've sent it back. Hopefully there's a legitimate Tekken 3 on its way back to me. So all good. But yeah, these are the things that, it's all part of the fun, isn't it, the journey. So yeah, Tekken games. I also managed to get off my wife 4 Sega Mega Drive dioramas that they did at B&M Bargains, which were very sought after at the time. Resellers selling them for ridiculous prices. I think you can buy them abundantly now, they're everywhere. They did have the console one in as well, the Mega Drive console. Bit too big for me, I left that one, just the 4 small ones. And they will fit perfectly for a project I've got going on in the room. Yeah, so I was very happy with them. Lovely little dioramas, great, happy with those. And that's probably it actually in terms of video game related stuff. The only other things that I've sort of added over this period has been a big one, a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 new camera to help with the channel, but we'll get into that more when I talk about YouTube later. and there's also something else on there as well, which is YouTube related, but we'll talk about that later. For now, let's look back at those goals I set myself in the very first Air Games video. Let's have a look. Looking back at this first video I put out on the channel, I set myself 3 achievable objectives and 1 long-term goal. The long-term goal being Project Reality, and that's still a thing, it's ongoing. I made some very good progress in those last 3 months of 2025, and I'm hoping 2026 will continue to see an influx of the N64 games as we try to achieve that full palette set. Hopefully, in the not too distant future, a big hitter will be coming through the door, and I will post an update on where Project Reality really is. And in that video, I'll explain sort of a bit more of why I'm doing it, what the N64 means to me, and why I'm so passionate about a console that many people hate. But looking at the 3 objectives, which I thought were achievable in 3 months, let's see what we managed to achieve. Well, the first one was to attend 1 video game event, and I absolutely smashed it. I ended up going to 5 events. I went to the Nottingham Market, Birmingham, the Black Country Games Fair, I went to Cardiff, enough said about that, the better, and I also went to the Doncaster Game Market as well, which I was really impressed with. I've got a video about that coming up. It's a bit late coming out, but I think it's worth a watch. You'll see what I did on the day and some of the great pickups I managed to get. Some real personal grails that day, so I'm looking forward to putting that out for you. But yeah, I went to 5, and you better believe that's going to be one of the targets that I set myself next year, because going to these events was one of the best things I did in 2025. Being able to go to places where I see video games that I don't see in my local area, being able to purchase those games, but more importantly, it's the conversations, the friends I've made along the way. I've made genuine friendships at these things. I can't wait to grow those friendships, make new ones going into 2026. The second objective was to complete 10 games in 3 months. 10 games in 3 months. Wow. That was never going to be achievable for me. If 2025 showed me something, is that I'm more of a game collector than a game player. And in 2026, I want to sort of redress the balance. It's not a case of bringing collecting down, it's a case of bringing playing up on a level. And hopefully we can do that. But last year, I completed 2 games. And I'll be honest, that's not even in those 3 months, that's the whole of 2025. 2 games. And that's Metal Gear Solid, which I've completed numerous times, and Days Gone. Now, Days Gone is a big game, it's a bit of a time sump, but those were the 2 games. I could have done better. And look, I'm going to set myself another goal for next year, and I'm not going to be anywhere near as silly, I suppose you could say, or overly ambitious as I was there. 10 games in 3 months is a tall order. We'll try and bring that down a little bit and set ourselves a goal we think is achievable. And last but no means least, the last objective was to grow my collection to 1,100 games. Mick LeBear, you silly man. What a stupid objective. Honestly, I didn't do it. I think my collection's at like 1,600 and... sorry, not 1,600, bloody hell. 1,067 games. So I didn't do it, and I didn't need to do it. It's a silly objective to set as a game collector. It's not about how many games you've got in your collection. It's about what you add to the collection. I'm not saying that's got to be like the biggest and best games on the market. I like cheap games too. I'll add them. I don't want to put any pressure on myself to hit numbers in terms of my collection. I want a library of games that I want to play, or that's going to bring me something. It's going to make me feel some emotion, which doesn't always have to be good. I'm going to make a video about that as well, about my feelings on filler titles. So again, stick around if you want to hear my thoughts on that. But yeah, don't set myself a number to hit. Just collect what you want to collect, and the numbers will be the numbers. But I didn't do it. Yeah, so of the 3 main objectives to complete Mick's mission, I managed to do 1. We failed. Mission failed. And if you've seen my end of video gameplay, failing's what we do around here. But we fail with style. Guys, I am sorry. This video is very heavy on me just speaking to camera, but it was always going to be. I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible. 2026 goals. In 2025, I started the year at over 14 stone. I was a big fella, and I managed to run over 500 miles last year, but that was all between sort of March and October. This year, I'm going for 750 miles. Over Christmas, I've eaten way too much food, drank way too much beer. I put a bit of weight back on. I need to lose it. So 750 miles to run next year. I'm going to do another marathon. I'm going for the Chester Triple, which is a 10k, half marathon, and a marathon, and you get a special medal for doing it. That gives me the goal. That's my personal goal for the year. In terms of YouTube, the channel itself, the goal I want to set, I want to put out at least one video a week, hopefully 2. So it's going to be 52 videos next year, hopefully 104. I'm good at maths, mate. And to help me do that, obviously I bought the new camera, the DJI Osmo. That's going to make me feel so much more confident feeling out and about. Make me feel so much more confident filming in public. It's a bit more discreet, and hopefully I'll be a bit of a whiz filming that. And it'll be better quality. Hopefully we can make the jump to 4K. Over the next few weeks you might see the videos go from 1080p to 4K, back and forth, until eventually 4K will win out, and that will be the standard quality for the channel. I've also got a new laptop on the way, hopefully, which will be just for editing. Plenty an evening I come in, and all I want to do is just get ready for bed and just relax, watch something in the bedroom. If I've got a laptop instead of my computer, I can actually edit while I'm in there as well, and it might help me exponentially get these videos out a bit quicker, because I can edit anywhere on the fly. So that's the thinking behind that. A bit of investment has gone into the channel, and hopefully it's reciprocated. Now, I'm not one of these people that's like going to say, oh, I don't do this for any reason. I'm not bothered about fame or money. If those things come from this channel, you take them, of course you do. But I'm also not going to sit here and say that I don't want this channel to be successful. I do. I want big views. I want big subscribers. I want people to enjoy the content. People who say otherwise are kidding themselves. You post something to YouTube, you're doing that because you want the world to see it. You want the world to enjoy it. And that's what I want for my channel. I want to grow it and make it successful. So with that in mind, my other target for the year is to reach that pinnacle milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Now, at the filming of this video, I think I'm at 276. So I'm a quarter of the way there. Hopefully, if I can stay consistent, put out good videos, we can achieve that goal by the end of the year. So guys, help me out. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, like, all that. It really does help me out. And hopefully you will enjoy the content as well. Don't do it for the sake of it. Only do it if you enjoy it. So that's my YouTube goals. A video a week, minimum 1,000 subscribers. YouTube talk aside, let's get back to the video game goals I want for next year. There's 12 months of the year, and I'm going to set myself the target of completing 12 games in 2026. That's going to be a variety of short games and long games. And there's probably going to be a few games in there which you would have expected me to complete already as a video game collector. But I'm telling you now, there's some really big titles out there I've never even played, let alone completed. So yeah, hopefully I'll keep you updated through the year of where we're going and how we're getting along with those games as they get knocked off the list. I have got a list of games I want to play. The backlog is long as it should be, and hopefully we can work our way through it. In terms of video game events, I went to 5 last year. We're going for 5 again. Now, I think Nottingham, Birmingham are definitely maybes. The Black Country Games Fair is a must. That's staying on the calendar. Doncaster is a must. I was really impressed with that. And then there's a 5th one that's going to occupy that space. And it may well be that I go to my very first toy fair, because I do actually quite like collecting toys as well. I don't have a big collection by any means, but I would like to go to one of these things and maybe pick up a few knickknacks to decorate the room. And you can get games there as well. Not abundantly, but apparently you can buy video games there too. So that could be the lineup for next year. I may do more than 5. 5 is the minimum. It can be tricky actually though to get the budget together to go to these things. So yeah, we'll have to play that one by ear. Hopefully we hit 5. And then I'm not going to set a number for games collected, nothing like that. I think that could well be, oh no, there is one more, I just remembered. Another goal for this year, 2026, is to complete a subset. Now I haven't finalised which subset I'm going to complete, I'm hoping one will just sort of fall into place as the year progresses. But yeah, I want to complete a subset. I want to be able to show off something that's complete, because we've yet to do it in my video game collecting career, and I'd love to do it. Hopefully you're going to join me on that journey. Right, now let's make some progress. Let's hit one of those games. Well, I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to play one of the games off my list to complete, but we're going to mix it up. We're going to pick a game randomly from my collection. I think I've got 1,067 games in my collection. We're going to let this little thing behind me pick a number, and we're going to play whatever game that is. It could be a shocker. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 1,067.
Here's a number between 1 and 1067. It's 752.
The number is 752. Let's check the app and see what we're playing. So I've just had a look on the app. My 752nd game, in the way it's ordered on the app, is Top Gun for the PlayStation 2. So let's go and play that.
Playing with the boys. Staying, playing with the boys. Come on, let's play some volleyball, baby. Woohoo! This is a volleyball game, right? We are playing some volleyball. The PlayStation 2 was no stranger to the movie tie-in game. We got absolutely everything, from Russia with Love, Jaws, The Warriors. If there was a cult classic movie out there, you name it, it got a game on the PlayStation 2, and Top Gun was no different. It got 2 games, the first being Top Gun Combat Zones, which released in 2001, and then another Top Gun game released in 2007 by Blast Entertainment, simply called Top Gun, which came out, very late into the PS2 life cycle, so you'd expect the quality to sort of be up there. It is not, let me tell you. This game is more of an arcade-style flight combat game as opposed to a full-on simulation. And if I just read from the back of the box, it says there's 29 action-packed missions. That's a lie. They're not action-packed, they're very, very repetitive. All the environments look the same, and at this point in the video, I'd like to show off some varied and unique gameplay. Try to create a feast for the eyes in this section, sort of entice you into looking at a particular game. I can't do that with this because it literally looks all very similar. Very much a budget title. Going back to the back of the box though, these are the selling points. Fully working cockpit. Check everything from the F-14's altitude to its weapons and hit the afterburner for a breathtaking speed boost. Basically the selling point there is that they've got a head-up display on screen. There's just a few dials and indicators. It's not a fully working cockpit at all. They're prone to exaggeration back in the old PS2 days. And also it says choose your own weapons. Now you can pick one of a pre-selected loadout, and I think there's only about 4 or 5 to choose from, and they're all pretty much the same. So yeah, it's budget beyond belief. Alexa's done us dirty. I'm going to try and make the best of this end of video gameplay, but let's go. This is Top Gun on the PlayStation 2. Okie dokie folks, it's time to play, time to play Top Gun on the PlayStation 2. Now, I've had this in the collection for a long time, and if it wasn't for Alexa suggesting it, there's absolutely no chance that I'd be playing this right now, to be honest. Can't imagine that I would have paid sort of big bucks for this. It's probably a couple of quid at the time of adding it to my collection. I've had it a very long time, I couldn't even tell you when I got it. But yes, this is the second of the Top Gun games that released on the PlayStation 2. I don't know what the first one's like. They're not related, both by different developers. This one, it's making me play the training missions again, which I don't know what's happened. It's not letting me continue my progress. But yeah, I've done these before, so I know what I'm getting into. But the graphics, considering this is late PS2, not great, to be honest. And the first few sort of training missions all look a bit like this. You fly through these rings, you take out a few enemies, and then you're good to go. I'm sort of burning the speed boost here, just try and get through this as quick as possible, and we can actually get into one of the missions. And to be perfectly honest, the missions are very similar to this. It's rinse and repeat. Run out of booster as we just fly through the rings, and then I think we just got to take out some of these enemies on the floor. Now, using the bombs, as it suggests there, is really quite difficult. They have an odd trajectory. You can slow the plane down as well by pulling back on the right analog stick. So the controls actually are very similar to most air combat games. I think probably the one I've played most recently to complete this mission is not a specific air combat game. It's probably Star Wars Battlefront many years ago, where you can play the aerial assault in that. Very similar controls to that, and if I'm honest, I don't think it's something that's like massively conducive to creating a good video game, in my opinion. But of course, you look at what's that series, Ace Combat. You know, there's a whole franchise that's built on the back of this. As you can see here, we're going in second mission. You can change up the weapon types with the loadouts. Not many to choose from, and to be perfectly honest, they're all pretty much the same. I haven't noticed a massive difference. You tend to just use the machine guns and the missiles. And you know what? I think this is actually a really big misstep. I mean, to think this game's nearly 20 years old, you can tell. But look, again, this training mission starts exactly the same as this. There's no story to speak of, no dialogue. I don't think I've heard anyone speak even a whisper so far in my experience playing this game. And I think that's a real misstep, because this could be so good, couldn't it, with if they went heavy. You've spent the money on getting the movie license. Just spend a bit of money, get that soundtrack in as well. Get the Top Gun music blaring. Even if this is a poor game, like gameplay-wise, present it in a way that makes it appealing to at least the fans of the movie. Because I enjoy the first Top Gun film. I've not seen the second one. You'll have to let me know if it's any good in the comments below. But if this game had the music, if we had Danger Zone blaring out now, and there was a bit of radio chatter, I've missed one of the rings, have to go back round. If that was blaring out now, we had the radio chatter, I'm thinking like basic character creation, just let me create my own pilot, give him a nickname, maybe even a few options for helmet design, you know, little things like that, that might just have tipped this over the edge. But they didn't go for that. They went for budget. They took one look at Superman 64 and thought, yep, people like playing that kind of game, don't they? Flying through rings. I mean, as you can see, it's not going for simulation style whatsoever. Right, so I think this one is giving you a little taste of aerial battle. Yeah, it's very arcade style. As you can see, missiles are the way to go. Okay, I don't know. Try and get an angle on this guy. There we go. And that's another mission complete. So as you can see, it's fairly straightforward, quite easy to be honest. And again, it ends exactly the same. It's just rinse and repeat. I think the only sort of saving grace for this game is that it's apparently supposed to be quite short. So as I'm sort of dipping my toes into the waters, it might well be one of the games I end up completing for the 12 games I'm going for by the end of 2026. Now, from what I can remember, this third training mission is the only one that was a bit different. You're sort of flying through a canyon. But again, it's so easy. Like, at no point do I ever feel under threat. The only way you're sort of going to fail is if you fly into the rocks. Like, you're not going to get taken out by the enemy. There's no difficulty options to speak of. I don't know if this game gets harder as it goes on. It could well do. It may well do. That's terrible English, but this is Mittelbear Games. That's what we do here. I mean, look at this. We're just absolutely... It's so easy. And I'm not good at games, but you know, I found that so easy. We've got to the point here, we have to take out these bunkers. And the thing is, it is quite annoying because Top Gun could, in theory, make for a really good video game, couldn't it? There's everything you need there. But I think that a lot about a lot of movie games. We all have our opinions, right? And it's something probably. There we go, another mission down. I mean, how quick was that? Was that even 30 seconds there? I don't know. We've all got opinions on like what would make for a good game, and I have actually thought of making a series where I come up with some game ideas. We've all got them, haven't we? We've all got ideas, but like I was thinking of stuff like Jurassic Park, a Jurassic Park game which takes some of the gameplay mechanics from like Uncharted 4. So if you remember that game where you've got the Jeep and the winch, you could see how that could work in like a Jurassic Park game. My ideas for the Top Gun, as I said before, some character customization at the beginning, create your pilot. You need some story. You can't just throw people into aerial missions. There's got to be a bit of narrative, even if it's basic, just something to tie it all together. And this should have, if you're going to pay for the movie license, lean into it a little bit in the presentation and in the story as well. Like, honestly, I'm really disappointed in this game. So with this training mission, I think this is the last training mission. You literally just have to fly around what is essentially a... Look how barren that looks. Look at the state of that. The textures are awful. That is as basic as it can get, isn't it? They've got the little Silent Hill mist going on, so the draw distance is shocking. The occasional rock sticking out from what is essentially a flat bottom. Honest to God, it is terrible, isn't it? And like I said before when I was putting that little package together about the game, you want, when you're creating content on YouTube, especially about gaming, there's a good chance you can make something that's a feast for the eyes, like I said it before. And in that sense, you want the levels to be varied, for there to be a bit of colour. This is so samey. Everything looks the same. Look, we basically just have to move over an empty, barren wasteland to find one target. Oh, actually, that's the first time playing this game I've seen a little missile whistle past me. I've never experienced a threat in this game, and yet there we go. Right, so I do think there are some aerial enemies in this mission as well, as this little indicator is showing us. I think there are... Can do a little barrel roll as well. Again, no, look, it's just too easy to take these guys out. Whoa! Well, that's just shocking. So if you hold... I mean, what's that supposed to be? That is the worst, like, sort of flip I have ever seen. And it annoys me a little bit, to be honest. Because this game came out in 2007. Now, yes, it's nearly 20 years old in today's terms. But when you think about some of the games that preceded this, I'm thinking of Lilac Wars on the N64, which came out a long time before this. And just what that managed to achieve as an aerial combat game. Yeah, it's budget, you know, I can't knock it, but it baffles me that probably a good whack has been spent on getting the license for this, and then you're just quite happy to put something out that's shoddy. It's basically like, alright, we'll buy the license, fans of the movie might buy it. There we go, all done. Fans of the movie might buy it, but honestly, I don't think this appeals to the fans of the movie. I don't think this appeals to fans of video games. And yeah, it's the first time actually playing end of video gameplay where I've been sorely disappointed. I mean, I've flown through those first... Well, I think that is all the training missions there in about 10 minutes. Now this is the first mission. The objective: defend friendly craft, freedom from enemy attack. That's terribly put together, that, isn't it? Again, you can choose your loadout or just pick whatever's there. But this is PS2, and it's late PS2 at that. Why can we not have a little mission briefing from a secondary character from the Top Gun movie? You know, just a little bit of dialogue, but no money has been spent on this at all. It's poor. Again, we get just a little caption there. A little bit of text dialogue at the top. Oh, wasted a missile there. So yeah, this one is obviously at sea. It's our job to protect the carrier. But look how barren the environment is. Now, it doesn't have to be... Ooh, actually got hit there. Now the machine guns finally take him out. Yes, a little bit of threat there. So, trying to use that radar at the... So it does sound a little bit... Right, there is another one lurking somewhere. There he is. And there he goes. Right. Radar looks fairly clear. Now there are some submersible enemies too. Ah, and he's dived there. Couldn't get him. Oh, another missile just whistling past. Oh, nearly a crash. Nearly a crash. There goes another. So sometimes you do have to sort of move well out of the kill box and take another run at it and see. Whoa! That was close. That was very close. Just managed to skirt past him. Now, I think he's... Oh, we got lock on him in the end. There's another one over here somewhere. Again. Just whistling past me. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, wasted a missile. There we go. Right. Submarines out here. It's hard to take these subs out because every time you get close, they dive away. The missiles are a bit of a cheat, to be honest. As soon as you get lock on, which it's not difficult to get into that sort of range, it's an instant kill. But as you can see, that the music is generic, the combat is generic. It's just wave of a few aircraft. And the submarines, there's no... I don't know, there just doesn't seem to be much peril. Much threat. I mean, saying that, I'm probably going to get wiped out of it. I think I just fired upon my own ship there. I mean, the machine gun fire takes absolutely ages to do anything. I must have so many direct hits on him there. It's so difficult to get those enemies out of there. Right, what have we got left? They're friendlies as I nearly dump it into the ocean. There he is, he's high. Ooh, close. Ooh, we got hit. I haven't got any missiles left, so we're going to have to do this old school. I've got 2 of these left. As he's getting a bit wavy here. Cutting across my eye line. Oh, that was close. We got the last one in. Mission complete, and there you go. That's Top Gun. That's what every single mission is like. You know what? We'll try one more, just to see if it does get any better as we progress to the next level. Not holding out hope. Not holding out hope in the slightest, but let's see. Okay, mission 2. Fly to the enemy port, engage enemy fighters, destroy enemy freighter and destroyer, destroy all buildings on the island, return to base. Okay, destroy everything basically. Let's see if there's a bit of variety in the level design here. I'm going to hedge my bets, and I'm going to say no. Top Gun, prove me wrong. No, same cutscene. I mean, this wouldn't be as bad if it let you do the takeoff as well, but, you know, then it's got to sort of procedurally generate the level as well. Oh, this looks very much the same, doesn't it? Right, where's this port? So it's a lot of dots on the radar this way. Okay, here's the port. It's a small island with lots and lots of enemies on it. Now I've got to destroy this big... Oh. Okay, is that... Well, we've sunk the freighter. That's going down. It's weird because those anti-aircraft... Whoa! Just avoided the missile. We took out the big ship, but it was stationary. Let's try and take out some of the fighters. There's one whizzes past us there. Oh, just about outrun the missile. But we're getting locked on. This is more like it. Right, we need to thin out. Oh god, we need to thin out the skies. Now he has gone miles away. Okay. One over here. There's our fleet. Will that missile get to him? Yes, it will. Okay. We can commence our attack run. And we've killed ourselves. Bombed ourselves to death. And you know what? We're going to leave it at that. That's Top Gun on the PlayStation 2. Bit disappointing. I'll have a look, see how many levels there actually are. I may well finish it. Yeah, Alexa, thanks for picking such a random one. I've been MittleBear. Thanks for watching. And more videos to come this year. 2026 is going to be kicking off with a bang. Take care of yourselves. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.